As off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor, and he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense for the Chiefs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week: 16 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle and complete to Moore. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 44-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Jenkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run, and the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's forced out left, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And his kick is indeed good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Now it's Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
They go play action with Richardson.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Colts at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Richardson, he's got this complete to Pittman.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Colts.
Evan Hall.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now here comes Kansas City.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
Mahomes firing complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Mahomes now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage.
And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity. That's our bread and butter. That's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. And I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turn into a heck of a DB, though, partner. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
He finds his man complete. It's Owens. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
This now a 3rd and 4. Again, it's Richardson. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back, because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw this.
That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Richardson.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Michael Pittman.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Colts go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running, because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Now here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. That complete to Downs. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We saw a strong first half out of the mobile quarterback, Anthony Richardson. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Mahomes' throw here into the hands of Moore. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Mahomes now on first down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are back within a score.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Richardson working from the gun. He'll get this off to Taylor. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Off play action. Richardson. Pass complete. He's got Woods streaking across the field.
Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Play action. Now Richardson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
They go play action with Richardson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean,
and he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Rondale Moore.
A 20-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted. which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
KC's offense ready to take over.
They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Mahomes.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillard.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Muzzle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And they'll hand off to Hull.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth.
He's got his target. That's complete.
A big play there for Indy. 47 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Owens. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Colts. From 13 yards out.
And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Mahomes now on first down. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, Mahomes.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And again, it's Mahomes.
That's laid out deep for Rice. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Mahomes going to throw.
He'll drop this underneath the Moss.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Mahomes to throw once more.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Now it's Mahomes again. Forced out to his left. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
For the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Chris Jones on the stop. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Richardson. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
This pass left side to Downs.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
That's complete to Tony.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Mahomes now to throw. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And taken right on the 30.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Dillard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Colts send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 15. 2:24 to go. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Mahomes. Open man right side is Tony. Here comes 2nd down and 5. Here's Mahomes. He finds his man complete. That's Moss. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Mahomes to throw it. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get this down to the 10. And we've got an injured player, and that's Travis Kelsey, who appears to be in a bit of discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Here's 1st and goal. Mahomes.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The extra point up and good as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play. And that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
Football League. And coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott. He was
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game.
And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
And Howe will throw it. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
13 yards there and a Washington first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, week 2, he was electric. See what week 3 has in store. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7.
Prescott to throw it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Prescott now.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Fourth down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
2nd down and 4. Back to throw, Howell. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
On 1st down, Howell. Going right back to Dotson.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Off play action. It's Howell.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And once more, Howell back to the air.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
This will be caught at about the 6. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
Throwing here, Howell.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here, and now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
They are coming off the game last week, which a very interesting game. And, Charles, ultimately it ended in a tie.
And that's difficult on teams because, let's face it, Brandon, they just don't know how to react. I mean, who does? Did you win? No. Did you lose? No. Because when you win, you jump up and down. Life's good. When you lose, you set your face in that stone look so that you show that you weren't hurt. I think it's one of those things that at the end of the year you find out just how you're supposed to feel about that tie. Did it help you or hurt you in the standings? Then you'll know what you really should have felt that game.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Throwing, Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. The Cowboys come into this one still undefeated despite the 1 tie. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walton. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. The numbers for him from a week ago, 11 catches, 82 yards and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Walton.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Washington offense back out there. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Hal to the air on 1st and 10.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
Give him the completion. No gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Prescott.
He finds his man, Pollard.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On second down, it's Pollard. Shoves him aside. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's Knight on the handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On third down, it's Prescott. Five yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Howell. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. But they went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Here's Howell. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Howell. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone. And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Tosses the out route here to Gallup. Here now, 2nd and 4. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? This one was all about clearing space for this play to work, because he's got to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. On 1st down, Howell. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's a 2nd and 5. They run the draw here with Robinson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Howell down to throw it. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Back to throw, Howell. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing here, Howell. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. A first down throw for Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Prescott. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. A give running right is Vaughn. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes it a 17-10 score.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First possession of the second half now for Washington. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score. That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Play action now. Prescott. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Take it at the 37. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Howell. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26.
Howell from the gun. Going right back to Dotson.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Howell. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
55 yards rushing for him now to this point. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Howell.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin from 13 yards out.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
The extra point up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And now here come the Cowboys.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second down, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Michael Gallup, touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Washington offense set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
23 yards on the play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Howell. Here's a diving catch right side. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Howell. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll go play action. Howell. Out left to Dotson.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Howell. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Howell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Mike Gesicki, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Dallas returns on offense, and among the weapons, Michael Gallup at wide receiver.
When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Gonna take a shot for Gallup.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10.
At their own 26. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
2nd and 10, Howell.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 19.
Howell out of the shotgun.
And that is incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Prescott now on 2nd down. It's caught. Tolbert. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a give here to Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
It's 42. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Trying to run for it with Pollard. They juked him, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
first down. Prescott.
Now this one into the hands of Vaughn.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Vaughn on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Prescott off play action. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And the Washington offense heading out. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff to Rodriguez.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
This time they'll throw it with Howell.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
And Howell will throw it.
Steps away to his left.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here's Howell.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30.
Howell to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Back to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now the try here for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
They'll come up now on second down. Now Prescott.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Fielded just inside the 30.
And the Washington offense going back to work. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Howell down to throw it. And Dotson, he's got it. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
A second down throw for Prescott.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle.
7 yards there and a first down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Prescott now. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Prescott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they have regained the lead. That was a big risk here in overtime. You send him out to fire away from long distance, but he knocks it through to give him the lead.
Edgy, don't you think? Because if he misses there, ball goes to the spot of the kick, correct?
Yep.
And guess what? That only leaves about, 20 yards or so for them to go downfield and be in position themselves. So you have confidence in him, and you have confidence in your defense to go ahead and let him kick that one.
Now 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 25-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Faking the handoff. Howell. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Wow, Charles, that doesn't just take points off the board. That takes a win off the board.
So now you have to regroup because you've gone from celebrating what you think is a win to trying to figure out how to do it again and make it a win.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much too.